Hi there, all my beautiful friends. Welcome in. My name is Elisa, to those of you that are stopping by the first time. And welcome into all my OGs, all my new friends. I'm so grateful to all of you that have just clicked on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I posted a reading the other day about your angels saying no. Like somebody from your past was going to try to come back and they were saying no. During that reading, when I was first doing the cards, there was a card that came out, and God brought it to my attention this morning and wanted me to elaborate on this message because there is someone that needs to hear. So, the card that came out that they want me to talk about a little bit more is Opal. And this card reads, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. There's a reason we need to revisit this energy. Either I feel like some of you may be mourning a child or children. They may be here in the physical or in the, in the heavenly realms. But I just feel that there's a group of you that need to hear about your children, whether, like I said, it's here on earth or they're already on the other side. So let's just go ahead and see if there's anything else that wants to come out. I'm going to look at the book real quick, just see if there's anything in here that might bring some reassurance. Okay, so I am going to read from the book, you guys. I just feel like somebody needs some reassurance right now. Your worries about your children have been received as prayers here in heaven. We understand your concerns, so we surround the souls and bodies of your children with our loving care. This is a time for you to release your children to God and know that your Creator is their true parent. God is pure love, without judgment or anger. He could never abandon you or your children, nor would He want to. As one of your guardian angels, I watch over them ceaselessly. I never tire of keeping my watchful eye upon them. For as I gaze upon your children, I see their divine light. I see their true perfection, their goodness, and their innocence. I ask that you see your children through my eyes, which will help their love and light to be fully expressed. I love you. I love your children, and your children love you. Somebody needs to hear this, okay, you guys? I feel it in my heart space. I'm hearing the word addictions, and I've also heard the word other side. So, maybe your children or one of your children is battling addictions, or maybe you've lost a child. Let's just go ahead. I'm getting chills all over. Let's just go ahead and clarify and see if anything can come out about this. They just keep drawing me. I'm going to do one card from this angel deck. They just keep having me. It's drawing my attention. Sorry, I couldn't get that out the right way. This is the messages from your angel oracle. I just feel there might be another message in here. I could be wrong. So sorry, I didn't even talk to the divine. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to dive right in. So divine mother, divine father, angels, ancestors, guides of the highest, purest light and love, please be here with me now. Help me be the best possible vessel I can be for the collective today. Help me hear these messages accurately and clearly. Help me deliver them to the collective accurately and clearly. And Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, I ask you to please protect my space and the space of the collective during this reading. And I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. So there is a card that just came out. This is Angel Xana. And she is saying you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is behind you now. I ask you to relax and feel safe. I'm really just drawn to the last part of this. The worst is behind you. Okay, it's time to just relax now. Do your best to give these worries to God right now. So then we got Estara. So you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So we are going to focus on Opal, but we'll get some clarifiers for these other messages as well. The worst is behind you is what this angel is saying. It's time to relax. And I just keep hearing release. So I think that there needs to be some worry that you release, some anxiety, grief. How do we release grief though, right? There are 5 stages of grief. I know I took a class about that because I have a disabled son. So, you know, it's hard when we feel hopeless and helpless when it comes to our children. Yeah. Okay. Definitely there was a death. One of your, maybe some of you have lost a child and they are on the other side. We have the actual death card that came out. But as you guys know, there's we don't die. We're energy. Energy never dies. This table, energy, these cards, energy. We are energy. We don't die. We ascend and we go on to our next mission. We go to heaven, we take a rest until we're called to our next assignment. So yes, some of you definitely have lost a baby or a child or adult child. We got the 2 of Swords in reverse, which was quite interesting. Okay, you know what they told me? You didn't see this coming. That's what they told me with this card. For many of you, you were not prepared when this went down with your child. You just weren't prepared. You didn't see it coming whatsoever. And then we got the 2 of Cups. This tells me that, you know, that I feel like this is your energy and your child's energy. You were very close at one time. Maybe they grew up and they kind of went in a different direction and your connection kind of went to the wayside. But at one time, you and this child were very, very close. This is like soulmate energy. So maybe you were just really good friends with your child. Maybe they were here, you know, soulmates come in our lives to teach. They are our teachers. So I do feel like your child was a soulmate. They were here to teach you something. Oh, okay. I got to show you what's on the bottom here, you guys. The sun. Look at the baby. Look at that baby on the horse. Spirit is saying for some of you that did lose a child that was very young. No. Okay. I'm going to back that up. I'm sorry. What God wants you to do is remember your child when they were at their best, because I feel like some of you may have lost a child due to sickness, maybe an adult child due to drugs, addictions, and God wants you to remember them when they were innocent and young and before they were sick. But you know, this is the Sun card, you guys. This is the best card in the deck. This is a card of joy and happiness and abundance and fulfillment. So you might be in a really dark space right now, but what Spirit wants you to know is it's not going to be like that forever. You know, just focus on those good memories. Focus on the good times. Don't feel guilty, okay? That's what I'm hearing. You have to release any guilt you might be holding on to. Tell me about this child, please, and thank you. What can you tell me about this child? Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the World, and the Ace of Pentacles. You know, I do want to clarify these a little bit more, you guys, just a little bit more. don't want to give any wrong messages. So the Knight of Swords, you know what I'm feeling though with this energy? I feel like some of your, whoever child this was a bit reckless, was a bit impulsive, was fearless, like a daredevil, wasn't afraid of anything. This child was fearless. That's what I'm getting with that Knight of Swords energy. Yeah, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Anything else? The World. Yeah, there's the Mother. There's the Father. We have Empress, King of Pentacles. Some of you actually may even be getting pregnant again. I'm feeling that really strong with this Empress energy. But once again, I feel like with this King of Pentacles, this Empress energy, the King of Pentacles always kind of reminds me of the husband, the father. And the Empress, of course, is the nurturing mother, the beautiful mother who takes care of everyone. This is Libra energy here. It's like Spirit is saying you did the very best. You did everything that you could. And many of you are, still married. You're married, like to the, how do I want to say this? Help me say this correctly. I feel like you were able to keep your relationship intact during this, which is beautiful. A lot of people will divorce or break up or go their separate ways when they do have the death of a child, whether it's a grown child or a young child. And I feel like you were able to keep your relationship intact. With the World card coming out here, like I said, with the Empress, you may be thinking about having another child, but with the World, this was a very, very difficult cycle that you've just closed out. You closed out a very, very difficult cycle. So with this Eight of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles, it's like now you have incoming good news, incoming blessings, incoming abundance. Yeah, I mean, with the Sun here, this Estara, she's letting you know that you deserve the best and reach for the stars. So I feel like you did. Oh, and look at what's on the bottom, you guys. Yeah, look what's on the bottom. We have the Six of Cups and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So there's, divine counterparts there. So like I said, I think many of you, this was a child. You're still with your partner. You made it through this difficult time with your partner. You leaned on each other for support. Look at the Six of Cups. There's the kids. Remember the good times, you guys. I just keep getting that with this Sun and the Six of Cups. Remember the good. If this was an adult child who battled an addiction, remember them when they were at their best, okay? This is not a reflection of you or anything you did. No, well, it could be. They say the gateway drug is marijuana, but the gateway drug is abuse as a child, bottom line. But you will be creating new memories. Your child will never be forgotten. But just remember them when they were at their best. I just keep hearing that from Spirit. And there we go. There's the Devil on the bottom, Capricorn energy. We have Leo energy, Capricorn energy. We have Scorpio. We have Libra. We have Earth. We have fire. We have water. There's the Devil. So for some of you, this was a child that had some addictions. And they battled it. And they fought hard. The Devil didn't win, though, at all. But this lets me know that they definitely had some temptations. They had some destructive behaviors. but you're not going to focus on that. That's what they charted for their life before they came. That was their lesson. Okay, I'm not trying to be heartless. I mean, I couldn't imagine. Oh, you know what is so crazy? I just looked at the bottom of both of these decks, and we have the Three of Wands. So it's like, since this has happened, you've really been trying to heal from it. You've really been trying to think more positive. You've been saying your prayers, and it's like God is saying you do have new beginnings coming in because you closed out this cycle. This was difficult. This was horrendous. This is heartbreaking. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Three of Swords. But what you have incoming is new abundant energy, new memories to be made, perhaps a new pregnancy and child. But with the Three of Wands on both decks, you definitely have good news coming in, positive energy coming in now. Okay? I'm hearing the word sorrow. I'm sorry. But Spirit said you've been such a trooper. Okay, so Spirit, do you have anything else that you want to tell the collective about this child or these children? Or, yeah, look at this, the world again. This cycle is coming to an end. Okay? You're never fully healed, but I believe you're allowing yourself now. You're allowing yourself the forgiveness for yourself, for others. You're allowing this painful cycle to come to an end now. You're like, I will always keep my child close to my heart, but I have to proceed with my life. I've closed out a really hard chapter, a whole book. But incoming, you guys, is really positive, abundant energy. Anything else about this child, these children? Wow, Knight of Swords again. I just feel like this is kind of a bit of a somebody who just was fearless, didn't think before they did things, and they just kind of felt like they were invincible. With this Knight of Swords out here twice, Knight of Swords out here twice, the World card twice. I also feel like this person may have, this child of yours may have isolated themselves. Maybe they kind of just closed the door on everyone, didn't want anyone in the family to be around them. Maybe they stopped talking to friends. Maybe they just kind of went into a hermit mode, which made you very worried. Virgo energy. You felt very helpless to help. So it's their choice though, right? We all have choices in life. So we have Virgo energy here with the hermit. So I feel like this person just kind of became like a lone wolf. I think they felt very, like they didn't know their place in the world. They didn't know where they fit in. I'm going to clarify why this Six of Pentacles came out. Can you tell me anything else about this Six of Pentacles? And then we're going to see what we can finish with here. I think God just wanted you to know He's got your child. And if they are alive and they're here and maybe they're struggling, He has them in His arms. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like this person was in bad health. So Six of Pentacles, what I'm feeling, you really gave. You gave everything until you couldn't give any more. And then you said, okay, I can't be an enabler. I'm being an enabler right now. I love my child. I want to see them do better and get better and, you know, have a wonderful life. But you realize that maybe I'm enabling, maybe I'm a part of the problem. So they definitely, okay, I'm sorry, let me back up. So you came out as this Queen of Cups. You gave your child everything you could, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your love, your empathy, your compassion. It didn't work. And you know what? I'm going to stop. I didn't mean that. It didn't work. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. Because who am I to say that it didn't work? I think your love wasn't received the way you wanted it to be received. I'm hearing somebody's child checked out completely. So all the love you had to give couldn't be received. They were checked out. And I don't feel, I don't know, even though the death card came out, maybe you just have a child right now that is struggling with an addiction and you're feeling so hopeless and so helpless. Spirit, once again, is saying, oh, and you know what? I want to point this out. So look at this. So we have the Four of Swords energy, laying down and just allowing yourself to feel the feels, to heal from this really tumultuous time that you've been going through. But you know what I love about this card? In the stained glass, there's like a mother and a child. And the mother's holding a baby. So it's like, if I'm speaking to a female and you need reassurance that you were a good mom, you were amazing. You're an amazing mother. Sometimes our children just take their own path, and it's not always the one that we want for them. But we're going to close with this temperance, because just like we said, look at that big angel right there. The angelic realm, the angels have your child now. If they're still physically alive, ask the angels to surround your child with their comfort, with their healing. Talk to the angels about bringing your child out of sickness, addictions, problems. See, there we go. God has your child. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy. So maybe somebody needed reassurance. I do feel like this might be a child that has gone to the other side now. But if you needed any reassurance that your child is okay, 2222 on the timestamp, they're in the angels and God's and the universe's loving arms. They're happy. They're safe. So there's one more message I'm hoping to get from this deck, but let's see here. Anything else before we close this out? So if anybody needed a little bit of reassurance, yeah, Spirit is saying take excellent care of your body. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a salt bath, a pedicure. You've been through it. And so you have to take care of yourself now, just like this Four of Swords. It's time to allow yourself to feel, to grieve, but don't blame. No blaming. Don't blame anybody. Okay, this was God's will. This was your child's will. There is one, I'm going to read one card from the book because Spirit keeps saying, yes, that we want you to read this to them. This is how we're going to close this out. Okay, you guys? I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Your heart has been heavy with grief, and I am here to reassure you. I am a guardian angel to your deceased loved one, and I want you to know there is no reason for you to worry. Your loved one is very happy and has adjusted to the transition very well. There is no anger or upset directed toward you, only love and understanding. You have done nothing wrong, dear one, so please don't blame yourself in any way. You did everything that you could, and your loved one has asked me to share this appreciation with you. You and your loved one still share great love between your souls. That love could never die. Although you miss your loved one's physical presence, you have already connected spiritually in your dreams, as well as through feeling, hearing, smelling, or seeing your loved one's essence. Your loved one is as alive as you are, even more alive in many ways. Relieved of earthly cares or bodily pains, your loved one is freer and happier than ever. As soon as you complete your life's purpose, and it is your time to make the transition, you will be reunited in each other's arms. In the meantime, please know that your loved one is with you often and that the angels surround you continuously. while I was reading that, they also said you may have lost a child to sickness. I'm hearing a very serious sickness. So whomever I'm reading for, I am very sorry that you've had to deal with this. Your child, your children are with God. They're with the angels. They're up in heaven riding around on a horse, having a good old time, butt naked, running around in the fields. So now start taking care of you, okay? Start paying attention to your needs. Go book a massage. Go get a nice salt scrub somewhere. Whatever relaxation is to you, you deserve it. You need it. It's time, okay? Okay, you guys, I know this message was heavy, and I'm sorry I had to, that we had to talk about it, but Spirit wanted me to talk to you guys today. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. If you're still here, I want you guys to just choose peace today and be sure and interact with my my channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you feel drawn to do. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. You have an awesome day. Bye-bye.